So I would like to start this video by talking about the value of having goals that are first of all, achievable. One of my own struggles over the years has been setting goals that are nearly impossible to achieve. These goals eventually, almost in every single scenario, in every single case, eventually they lead me to misery, because I recognize at some point, long after I wasted so much time on that goal, trying and trying, trial and error, trying this way, trying that way, I eventually get to a point where I recognize it's impossible. This is not going to take me anywhere, and I feel discouraged. I feel like there's nowhere else I can go, and I basically quit. And then I go through a phase of not pursuing that goal at all, just completely avoiding, detaching myself from it. And then months go by, or years go by, and eventually the value of it comes back to me. I recognize how it meant something to me. And I start the cycle all over again. And then yet again, I set goals that are almost impossible to achieve in that short amount of time. And sticking to the hamster wheel, it never really ends. So goals must be achievable and they must be simple. Our goals must be, I would say, almost 70 to 90% a piece of cake. They should just be, it should be very clear, very prevalent to us that as long as we do the routine and we show up and do the work day-to-day basis, we will achieve that goal no matter what. And even if we miss half the time that we thought we would have invested in that, we might still achieve that goal. And this is important because our goals are basically our confidence boost. Our goals are a source of energy to us to continue. Our goals are our own motivation. And so when they go well, we feel inspired, we feel motivated, we feel energetic, we feel free to explore more, to set higher goals, to pursue more things. And vice versa, when we fail, we struggle to even get close to that goal, we end up feeling left out, we end up feeling not worthy of anything, we feel like we do not have what it takes, we are unable to succeed, we feel like we're not worthy of success. That is a terrible place to be, especially for a man, because we define our identity based on how successful we are. That by itself is a whole different topic. That's not the healthiest way of defining any of our identities, but unfortunately that's the world we live in. We have been conditioned and raised to define our identities as what is successful to us and how much success we've had. So goals must be achievable. They must be simple. Now, to take it one step further, our goals must be daily, weekly, monthly, and really that's it. At a certain time of the year, which is right about now in January, you can look at the entire 12 months and try to set a goal in relation to all that time. But it's such an artificial way of setting goals, because if goals are truly gigantic, such as getting a PhD in something, or getting a master's degree, or moving to a different country and having to raise $100,000 in order to do that, if these goals are really difficult, chances are they might take longer than a year. And if they're not that difficult, or they are a different set of goals, they might, for the most part, they will take daily efforts or weekly efforts. And to zoom out and set the entire course of our goal as a 1-year project, it is not doing it justice. Only in hindsight we can zoom out and see the progress we've made. By that, I mean, if you practice the piano every day for 5 years, only 20 to 30 minutes a day, you can then look back 5 years later and see how much progress you made year after year, 5 years in a row. You're not going to look back and wonder, how was your progress on day 571? How about 572? That's not the way we view it back. In retrospect, we can zoom out and look at the bigger picture. Now, in the moment of going after that goal, there is no zooming out. It is only the daily grind, the daily work. And this goes with learning an instrument. This goes with getting in shape. This goes with studying towards a new degree or a new career that might take years of studies from us. This goes with relationships. This goes with a healthy diet, 100%. Our healthy diets, the goals that are related to our healthy diets must be achieved daily. And if we miss a day, that's fine. We continue on. Tomorrow is a different day. But we do not miss 2 days. We do not miss 3 days in a row. We don't do a great job at identifying the difference between having a long-term goal and a short-term goal, what it takes to take that long-term goal and subcategorize that into what must be achieved on daily basis or weekly basis or monthly basis in order to achieve the end project, the end product of the long-term success. The reason why I'm making this video is because year after year I felt like I failed myself because I was not able to achieve my goals. My goals are wonderful. If anything, they are too ambitious. And the more ambitious the goal is, the more I must organize my time and the more I must manage my time meticulously on day-to-day basis for years. And unfortunately, that is a subcategory skill, a side skill that is required alongside setting the goals that we don't talk about, and most coaches out there, most teachers out there do not talk about that. Our friends, our loved ones, or whoever else we're speaking to, they speak of the value of having goals, but they do not speak to what it takes to achieve that goal, or at least be on the path of achievement. It is okay to fail, quote unquote. It is okay to not get to exactly where we meant to go, as long as we're at least making progress on the journey. You know, a 5-year piano journey, a 5-year third or second language journey, as long as the journey has kept up and the progress is going forward, that is still growth. And ultimately, if you had sat at home and done nothing, you would have accomplished 0. So compared to 0, there's still plenty of growth. We can always look back and wish we could have, should have, might have done more. But the downside of doing more, thinking that way, is that we just don't know. That we don't know how much ourselves to 1 year. These goals are far beyond 1 year, but the quality and the worth ethic they require of us are daily.